Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my June favorites and I'm going to switch things up a little bit this month. I got the inspiration from Lily from the YouTube channel Lily Pebbles, and I've been thinking that the favorites videos are getting a little bit dry. They're kind of boring and everyone seems to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to switch things up and add different categories to basically liven things up. I'm still going to talk about my beauty favorites, but I'm going to add other elements as well. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So currently it's about 110 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit in Arizona. So everything is super dry, including my skin, my face, my hair. The dandruff is back in full blast. So I am on the struggle bus right now in terms of dryness. I've been moisturizing my hands like crazy. Doesn't seem to be really helping. And I've had a little bit of eczema breakout as well because this type of dryness just literally gets all the moisture out of my skin and causes a ton of skin problems. So I've been trying to cope with all of that. I took 2 trips this month. I was recently in Iceland, and I'm going to link the blog post. I have a very extensive blog post that I wrote in case you're planning a trip to Iceland. I also did a travel vlog, which was a lot of fun to film. I wanted to share all of that with you guys, and it was a really cool trip. And then I also went to Virginia, and I specifically went to Loudoun, which is Wine County, which was really cool. I was with one of my favorite coworkers, and I also did a travel vlog with that. So those are the trips. I'm dealing with the heat. That's pretty much the life update. And one other exciting thing that I just did yesterday is I was actually a guest on a podcast, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear the podcast. And once we've gone back and forth and edited all of the footage, I will definitely link it and share it with you guys. I hope you go and download the episode. It was really cool. We talked a lot about social media, blogging, how I started blogging, how I started YouTubing, kind of how to gain a social following. We also had a little chat about Game of Thrones because we were all huge Game of Thrones fans. So can't wait to share that with you guys, so stay tuned. One other thing that I will say is that I'm going to be having a giveaway on Instagram probably today, so make sure to check my Instagram out. I'll link it here somewhere, and I will also be having a Snapchat giveaway within the next few days, so make sure to add me on Snapchat. I've been doing a lot more giveaways on Snapchat specifically because I really think that that is more of the dedicated team in terms of my content, and I want to reward those people in particular. So make sure you're following me on there. My favorite drink of the month, I would definitely have to say, has been a vodka club soda with a little squirt of lemon. Since it's been quite toasty, I've wanted something refreshing, and I find that club soda doesn't really taste like soda or like, you know, the sweet Sprite and Cokes and all that, but I really like it mixed in with that vodka. It's the perfect summer cocktail. My favorite snack of the month, I literally don't have to show you because I've devoured it all. I had 2 or 3 bags and I've eaten them all. It's the Trader Joe's Herbs and Spices popcorn. It is so good and so delicious. I just can eat, seriously, I can eat a full bag in a sitting. It's just thebomb.com. My favorite YouTuber of the month has definitely been Amelia Leanna. That's her YouTube channel name, and she's just so gorgeous. She shares everything with you. She's been doing Vloon this month, basically a vlog June, and she's been vlogging every other day, and I've loved kind of watching her travel through the world because she's been in New York, then she was in London, I think she was in Paris, and then recently she was in LA, so she's just been kind of going all over the place, and I've just loved her vlogs. She got a drone, so her footage is amazing, and I'm just obsessed. You guys definitely have to go check out her channel. She's one of my favorites, and I just love her personality. And I know that YouTube, you don't really get to see somebody's personality completely, but I love what I see from her YouTube channels. And I've actually met her before at last year's VidCon, so her and I are basically besties now. So go check out her channel. My favorite moment of the month definitely has to be watching my little brother graduate. I still think of my little brother as if he were 5 years old. I have the cutest picture of him from when he was like 5 or 6, and he was just the cutest little kid. And I cannot believe that he, not only is he graduated, but he turned 18 2 days before he graduated. So he is a grown-ass man and he's going to college, and that just blows my mind. But just watching him graduate and having him call his name, my mom, my dad, and I, we just screamed so loud. We scared the shit out of everybody around us because there was just 3 of us and a ton of other families were there, and there's like 10 of them, and we just made so much noise for the 3 of us when his name was called. It was a really cool moment, and I'm very proud of him. So I definitely have to say that that's my favorite moment of this month. There have been 2, and if you follow me along on Snapchat, then you know that I've already told you guys about these 2, so these should come as no surprise. I had a very bad instance of me attempting to think that I could wax my own face, so I bought microwavable warm wax for legs, body, and face. This is from Target or Ulta, I can't remember. It's the brand Parisa, I don't know. Basically, you microwave this for a couple of seconds, and then you dip the little scooper in and then put it on your face. Then you've cut up the strips into the different shapes that you want them, and I put the strip on my face, ripped it off, and the wax did not come off my face. The wax was literally stuck to my face. I tried doing it like right away, putting the strip on and then ripping it off, or waiting with the wax and then ripping it off. No method that I tried worked, and I actually had a moment of panic where I looked at my boyfriend and I was like, it's not coming off, I don't know what's going on. And I couldn't figure out how to get it off because I was like peeling at my face trying to get the wax off, and it was just not budging. So I obviously panicked, freaked out a little bit, and then I started using oils, like different face oils, and it slowly started to come off. But in this process of panic with the wax on my face, wax got throughout the bathroom because it was dripping off the little scooper, and it just dried and solidified in place. And it was such a bitch to try to get off my bathroom door, the bathroom floor, the mirror, the sink. It somehow got on the toilet. It was just a disaster. I could not tell you enough not to do this at home. I don't know if I just did something completely wrong. If you've done this at home for yourself, please let me know. Maybe this brand just really sucks, or maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, but I really wanted to try this and see if I could find a solution for in-home remedies for this, because spending money and going to get your face waxed every other week or every 3 weeks or whatever is very expensive. So I was hoping that, you know, a $10 box could get me where I needed to be for a couple months. No. I will be going back to the European Wax Center because I'm not going to try to put wax on my face ever again. The other thing that was a really big bummer this month was a brow product from Billion Dollar Brows. Hold on a second. So the name of the brand is Billion Dollar Brows. So they're a brow company, but the brow product sucked. So this is their pencil, and it is a dark shade. So you have the spoolie on one side and the pencil on the other. There was absolutely no way for me to actually put this on my eyebrows and have it look sane. It was too dark. Just the thickness and the amount of product that went on my eyebrows made me look like Miss Potato Head. So I'm just not a big fan. And then when I tried to like get it off and try to minimize the dramaticness of it, it wouldn't budge. So it was like it stuck into place, and it kind of unevenly stuck into place too. Like when I was using the same amount of pressure, it would put more product in one part, less in another, and that just annoys the crap out of me. So I do not recommend this at all, which is definitely a bummer because the brand is all about brows. So a couple of fashion favorites this month. I've been posting about this bag recently on my Instagram. I got this cute little leather bag from Mexico. We were in Cancun earlier this year for a good friend's wedding, and I bartered my ass off for this thing. Like literally bartered my ass off. They started off with like 800 pesos, and then he got it down to 600. And when I did the conversion, I was like, I'm not paying more than like $25 for this. So I kept making him bring the price down until he finally did. I was literally on my way walking out the door, and then he was like, Senora, I'll give you a deal. And I was like, yeah, you will. You'll give me that deal. Otherwise, I'm not buying it. So anyway, it's a really cute leather bag, and it kind of just clasps up here at the front. like so. So it's very simple, but it's really nice when you just want to carry a couple of things. It's very, very tiny, but it's super authentic, and it's definitely one of those souvenir type things that I'll always have because I'll never have the heart to get rid of it. And it's also a really cute design. Like the sun and just like the cutouts on the side and the quilted pattern, really badass. So I've definitely been loving this month. You've definitely seen me post about on Instagram is this ring duo from Mejuri. As you all know, Mejuri is actually my favorite jewelry brand of all time. And Jen from the YouTube channel From Head to Toe collaborated with them yet again. And her theme is more of like gravity. And so this little midi ring has a cute little stone on it, and then this other ring is very gravity-esque in my opinion. The shape of it is very different, but it fits really nicely, and this midi ring actually feels really comfortable on my hands. I've had so many midi rings and they're so uncomfortable. They get caught on everything, they fly off my hands, they fall off, or they're just too tight and uncomfortable. And this one is very comfortable. I'm not sure what the difference is, but I think it's because you actually have a little bit adjustment in the back here. You have some space to make it bigger or smaller. So I think that really helps, but it looks really classy and really nice from the front, especially when you have a little bit of polish on. So I've been loving this duo. First beauty favorite is this brush. It's called the Cricut Ultra Smooth Coconut Oil Brush, and it's a detangling brush. It works wonders. It is amazing how much hair this can take, and when you get out of the shower, it's really nice to run this through your hair because it instantly detangles everything. It also helps before you get in the shower to kind of just detangle everything. I have this problem where if I leave my hair down and then there's a window open in the car, my hair just tangles all around itself because I have very fine hair. It's very thin, but I have a lot of it, which is good, but it just gets so tangly. So I need something like this basically every single day of my life. Now, a brow product from Billion Dollar Brows that is actually good is the Billion Dollar Brows Brow Powder in the shade Taupe. It comes like this, and I have to admit, I think that brow powders and brow gels always have a more natural look on the brows versus a pencil. Pencils are sometimes, if you have a heavy hand, they just look so unnatural. You're Miss Potato Head walking around with eyebrows and they may look great, but they're just too intense. Brow powders really help with minimizing that dramatic, intense feeling of your brows, and it just really lets you fill in the essential areas of your brow just to make it seem like they're more full and there's all of the hair on them. So a brand that I've been loving this month is Lune and Aster. I talked about them in my most recent video. I wrote a blog post all about them. It's an awesome brand. Never heard about it before, but Blue Mercury actually reached out to me and asked me to review their products and give them a go. In freaking love. So one of my favorites is their mascara. I have been raving about this mascara on social media. It's called Stratosphere and it's so voluminizing. I got rid of my lashes. My lashes now suck and they're very sad. This mascara makes me not miss my lash extensions, which is insane and incredible. I've also been raving about Saint-Tropez Tan. I have gone to tanning a little bit more because it's summertime. I need to show my legs a little bit more and my arms, and I want to look a little bit tanner, you know? So this is the natural, healthy looking skin bronzing mousse, and this is the classic self tan. I have wanted to try Saint-Tropez for so long. I've heard so many of the UK beauty girls talk about this and they've raved about it, said it's amazing. And so I was really excited when they decided to send me a set of these because I will be tan this summer and I will not even go out in the sun. It's glorious. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is a mineralized MAC skin finish and it's the shade Stereo Rose. I've talked about this at some point on my channel. I've had this for so long, but it's a marbleized product, so it's absolutely beautiful and I'm wearing it today. It just gives you a beautiful, healthy flush. And I just love how long lasting it is. It applies beautifully, the color is amazing, and it's got just a little bit of an extra sheen to it that almost makes it seem like you've got a little bit of highlight, but you don't really. I love this. And last but certainly not least, my favorite YouTuber collaboration. As you guys know, there's a lot of amazing YouTubers, bloggers, social influencers coming out with different products in the beauty community, the fashion community, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to decide to pick one collaboration every month to basically talk about. And I don't think this is going to surprise anybody, but this is the Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics face palette for Champagne Pop. It's an amazing product and I just love what they did with this. I'm going to try to cover up the mirror so you guys don't get a ton of reflection, but there's 3 blushes and 2 highlighters, and of course Champagne Pop is in this collection. I honestly cannot tell you how much you should go and get this. This is a limited edition. It's going to be gone when it sells out, so I highly recommend it. All of the shades are extremely pigmented. You can see the swatches of all of these on my Instagram because I did post a video with the swatches. It's such a beautiful palette. And that is it. Those are all of my favorites. That's my life update for the month. All the things that I was loving, including food and drink and all that kind of fun stuff. I hope you guys like this different type of favorites. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed it. If you want me to continue doing this additional favorites every month, I would be more than happy to. I just want to make sure that you guys feel like the video is a little bit more interesting than just your typical, I like this product and this product was really cool and I love this and I love that. I just want to mix things up, get you guys interested, and ensure that the video is worth your while. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button down below. That really helps me out a lot. My goal this year is to get to 20,000 subscribers. If I get to 20,000, I will do Vlogmas in December, which is a huge commitment, but let's just try to get to 20,000 and we'll go from there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!